Alright everyone, welcome back to another video. We are back with ranking more One Piece Devil Fruits. Yay! Um, so we're gonna be doing Impel down to Marineford, kind of like wrap up pre-time skip. So as you can see here, from my research, this is every Devil Fruit user that we actively see from that time frame. So if I am forgetting someone, please let me know down in the comments. I know a lot of people are probably going to say that I left out the Blackbeard pirates, but I'm leaving them out for when we get to like the Egghead arc or around that time, because we don't know if they had their devil fruits. We know San Wolf did, but anyway, before we get into it, let's hear a word from our sponsor.
So today's video is sponsored. Yes, we got a sponsor somewhat. We are partnered with Dubby. Dubby is an energy drink where you put it in some water, you shake it up, and you got yourself a delicious new drink. This is an energy drink with absolutely zero sugar, zero artificial dyes, no artificial colors, or any of that BS. This is something you drink to get laser focused in, lock in on whatever you're doing, whether it be gaming with the boys or gooning. I don't judge. 150 milligrams of caffeine to make you lock in, and it even benefits the brain with vitamins such as B and C. And how it's focused is with every serving, it equals up to $1 a serving. That is a good price. This is coming from someone who drinks these kind of drinks as well. And they basically have a flavor from everything from sweet and sour, cream, and even Japanese-inspired drinks like yuzu flavor and Japanese soda. And they recently just had a collab with Chainsaw Man, which, if you're a big fan of Chainsaw Man, I would highly recommend getting the cups because the cups are fire. And if you are interested in other anime, they have collabed with Solo Leveling, which not a big fan of Solo Leveling, haven't really watched anything, but the collab with Dubby is absolutely fire. Highly recommend that. So if you are interested, go on over to Dubby, use code GURINCHAN at checkout for 10% off, and thank you all for watching.
Alright, now that we're done with that, let us start with an absolute banger, I might add. We have the Poison no Mi. This is the Doku no Mi. I think that's the Japanese term for it. I'm gonna give it an S tier. Probably completely out of personal bias. The poison fruit, it is one of my favorite devil fruits of all time. It is top 3 for me. It is up there with light, and I'll give you guys a hint. My top 3 after this video, my top 3 devil fruits. Actually, I know light fruit is second. I know that for a fact. Poison and another fruit is like, I'll just say it now. It's a tie between poison and dragon. I really like the dragon fruit, or Kaido, and I know like the actual term for it is like fish fruit model type, like Chinese dragon or whatever, but I just call it dragon. But I really like poison because poison has a lot of potential. I think poison was just held back, or it looks bad because of Magellan, who would eat poison. But poison, I would go crazy with. Give me poison or give me death. I would be doing so much cooler things instead of guarding a prison. But yeah, thank God like a pirate around this time didn't have the poison fruit. And another thing, Magellan soloed Luffy and Blackbeard, like the whole Blackbeard crew, with this devil fruit just to go how strong it is. He just hinders himself, and it's just so annoying. I would have loved to see like an actual smart character use it. It's a shame we didn't get to see. Next up, we have, actually, we don't have Ivankov if we're going in chronological order. We have the Jailer Beast. So I'm just gonna rapid fire these. So cow fruit, C. Koala, D. I don't know why like anybody would want to become a koala. Rhino actually might not be that bad. B. Zebra, C. Chihuahua, D. This is a manga only character, by the way, so if this doesn't look familiar, it's because he is only in the cover stories. This is a jailer beast. He's like one of the new ones. And I think like the cover story hints at him being like the worst one. Alright, so now we have Ivankov. Emporio Ivankov. This is the horn fruit, which you can control hormones. We see Ivankov use this in really good ways. I think this is kind of like a mid-fruit, really good user. Then I want to put it in C, but at the same time I want to put it in B. I'm going to put it in C because I don't think I could really do anything with this other than just turn people female. I mean, you could like temporarily buff yourself. I'm pretty sure like in Impel Down, like Ivankov was able to like put like buffing hormones into Luffy, but by like the end of Marineford, he was like clocked out for like a long time. So I would like actually need to like do the research, see the drawbacks and whatnot. But until then, it is going to be C tier. I'll probably do a bit more research. Like if I do forget anybody, it's going to be in the next video. And like if I do want to change it, I'll probably just bump it up to B. Next up, Inazuma. This person's name is Inazuma. They have the scissor fruit, and I think all they really do is make their hands into scissors. I'm gonna put this in C tier because we did not see that a lot, and I'm not trying to be no Edward Scissorhands. I think this doesn't really have any like use in real life, unless like you have a job that like cuts. But I'm pretty sure Inazuma can cut things that aren't paper, like she can cut like, or they can cut through stone, which actually the ability to cut through stone. Oh, all right. If you can cut through anything, I'm gonna put it in B. But if you can't, I think that would be bumped down to C. But yeah, like just imagine like you could just cut like your entrance into a wall or something. I think that's pretty. Actually, looking at some of these other fruits in C, mainly Kilo, Spring. Actually, yeah, C. I'm gonna bump it back down. Next up, we have the Quake fruit, also known as the Goda no Mi. This is Whitebeard's fruit, and this is the devil fruit that is surrounded in infamy, as this is the devil fruit that can destroy the world. So in real life, this would be a really bad fruit to have, as you wouldn't be able to do nothing. But in a world like One Piece, where the world is like 80% ocean, this is peak, and like you could get a lot of value. And Whitebeard's probably one of my favorite characters. I think completely out of personal bias, I'm gonna give this S tier. So yeah, there you have it. Alright, here we have the Phoenix fruit, also known, or bird or mythical Zoan bird fruit model type Phoenix, also known as the Tori no Mi model Phoenix. I'm gonna keep it a buck. This is my favorite devil fruit. I'm gonna give it S tier. I love how Marco uses it. I like his man beast form. I like his beast form. I like Marco's base form. I love the blue and yellow flames. It is just really peak. So we have somewhat like my 3 top devil fruits in S. We got Phoenix, Light, Poison. Yeah, I'm really happy with how S is turning out. Like I think we got some bangers up here. Like we got Phoenix, Light, Poison, like I mentioned. We got Paul. I think Paul and Straw are super underrated. Specifically Straw, but I think like a lot of people would like argue that Paul like is a lot more better. But yeah, Phoenix is peak. Next up, we have the Diamond fruit. This is the devil fruit of Jozu, which I'm gonna give this B for one big reason. So This fruit has a little fun fact where you can't go full diamond, because if you do go full diamond, you will die. Your body will be enshrouded by diamonds and it will kill you. But in return, you get super durability, and I think Jozu uses it insanely well. Like, for what little screen time he has, he showed the hell out of this devil fruit, stopping one of Mihawk's attacks, who at that time, like, back in the day, Mihawk wasn't always considered a fraud. Back in those days, he was the world's strongest swordsman. So, him doing that earned him some respect. And Diamond Fruit is low-key Gucci. Next up we have, this is the Pocket Fruit. This is really useful. I'm gonna give it A in both, like, Real World and One Piece, because this is a fruit where your body, basically, you can make anything on your body a pocket, and it's like endless. You basically have an inventory, like your body's an inventory, and there is just genuinely so much you could do with that. You could store like whole cannons in there or something, and just shoot any scallywag that comes up on your ship. Alright, now a lot of you may not know who this is, and I don't know his name either, but this is a caterpillar devil fruit. I'm gonna go ahead and give it C. Like, what can you do as a caterpillar? You know, when I was doing research, I had a funny thought, like, if this devil fruit were to get awakened, would it just become a butterfly fruit? This might just be a two fruits in one kind of situation. Even then, the butterfly fruit might not be that good. All this really does is make your body longer, and it might give you like limbs or something, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the caterpillar devil fruit. Next up we have, this is I think this isn't a Zoan fruit, but this is like the spider fruit, where you basically just get extra arms, just for like how reliable and just like straight to the point this is. I'm gonna give it B. But you could do a lot with extra arms. You could work faster, like no matter what kind of job you do, you work faster, you can do more stuff. Just in general, having 8 arms in real life would be pretty Gucci. Next up we have Suru, and she has the wash fruit. Personally, I'm going to give this C tier, because this is only like a good fruit if you're in like law enforcement or something. Because what this does, she like washes people and their body becomes like all like flat and wet, and like when they dry, their hearts become pure, and like they'll never do bad again. So, like I mentioned, this is only good if you're in law enforcement. Next up we have the dog fruit model Dalmatian. So this is used by a vice admiral, who I think we only ever see in his man beast form. So we never really see like the beast form, which is probably for the best. But knowing that this is a dog, well, I was gonna give it D, but I would much rather be a Dalmatian than a wiener dog and a Chihuahua, because at least like this one isn't gonna like mess me up in any way, and plus the man beast form looks cool, I guess. Next up we have the magma fruit. Do I want to give it a S? This is very destructive, like super destructive. I'm gonna give it A, just from like how like actually destructful it is. I think if you had this fruit, you'd do a lot more bad than good. You'd probably accidentally burn down your whole ship using this, and I just don't think it would be worth it. Like, if I was in One Piece, I think I would want the magma fruit more, but I think realistically speaking, the ice fruit would be better, just so you don't like accidentally kill everyone around you. Or yeah, like if you get in a fight, you're gonna use like a magma attack, and that's gonna set like the whole town on fire. I don't want to risk that. I would rather freeze the whole town. Next up we have the Buddha fruit. This is Sengoku's fruit. Personally, I'm gonna give it S tier, but the Buddha fruit has always been a fruit I've been really intrigued to learn more about, and I really wanted to see more of it, but it is super obvious that after the time skip, we're probably just never gonna see Sengoku do anything again, unless he just like dies. But I mean, that's what old age does. I mean, Garp is moving how he's moving, but I don't think Sengoku is like that. So with the Buddha fruit, you become a giant like Buddha, and all we really know is that the defense stat on the Buddha is pretty good, blocking multiple attacks like guarding Ace in the Marineford War and whatnot. But other than that, the Buddha fruit doesn't have that many feats, unfortunately. And for our last fruit, we have San Wolf's fruit. This is the giant fruit. I'm gonna give this B. It's not bad, but like, I think this is like good in One Piece, bad in real life. But yeah, like he can become a super giant as well, like to the point where he can just like freely walk in the ocean. And like I mentioned earlier, in a world where the planet is like 80% ocean, that would be pretty good to have. So that wraps it up for all of pre-time skip. We ranked all of the pre-time skip devil fruits. That is super duper amazing. I know I mentioned this earlier, but I'm really proud of how this list is, because like I don't really script my videos, so I kind of just rank them on the spot. And I would say like every fruit is in like a super good position, in my opinion. Like I don't want to like rank them because I want to keep it in order. But yeah, this is super good. You know, I mentioned my top 3 fruits. What would I say are the bottom 3? I'd say bottom 3. I think human fruit is very bottom because it would just make you a human. I think ooh, I think human, wiener dog, and I don't think it's koala. I'm really torn between slip, berry, and chihuahua. M- maybe berry or slip, but I'll say slip. So I think the bottom 3 are human, wiener dog, slip. So let me know down in the comments what your top 3 and bottom 3 fruits are. But with that, the video's over. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Use code GURNCHAN for 10% off on all W products. And I will see you all in the next one.